Hey everyone, and welcome. I'm Dark Sky, and today we are playing MoteMancer. This kind of an interesting game, a little bit of factory, a little bit of magic all rolled into one. But let's get into this. Let's get started. Motes in their raw form are fleeing whispers of the elements. Through alchemy, we refine and fuse their essence into useful reagents. Salt provides foundation and stability, ground from the persistent elements, shadow, water, and earth. Aether guides the flow of energy and power and is drawn from the energetic elements life, fire, and air. Through alchemical binding, motes find form joined with their partant reagent to weave a stable scaffold upon which true artifacts begin. Still studying, a good habit for an alchemist. All right. Let's talk to this guy. There is always more to master, but clarity follows intent. The structures lie dormant, their power spent. Let's put the craft to use. Cast a mana flare to restore them. Watch closely, study their function. When you understand, gather the regions from the chest and bring them to me. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to hit this little mana flare thing, and then we're going to click right here in the center to create it. So what it looks like it's doing is it's taking something here from this little life area, one from shadow. It's grinding it up. It has two grinders here. These here are what pulls it in. And then these are grabbers, and the grabbers are putting it together and putting it all into this box. So we're going to grab what's in this box. And we'll bring this to the guy. Splendid mana flare is a temporary but useful solution, perhaps in time, to teach you to weave energy through life structures. I am eager to... No! The flow of elements is unraveling. I must contain the breaches. Entropy is piercing through. You can't stop it alone. No, you must go through. The planes remain stable on the other side, and the flow of elements must be reignited before this world shatters. Are you? I'll hold the line here. The life plane bridge is transferable for now. This task falls on you. The passage is open. Returning to this plane is not possible until the portal is restored from the other side. I understand. Your training may be incomplete, but your talent is undeniable. Begin with salt and elements and will reveal themselves to you. I am ready. So here we are on the other side, and so we need to just gather some of these resources here. Get like the mode of life. Down here might be like the mode of water. I think this is mode of water. Yep. If we click on it, we can see that in the little box there, it says structure natural, smothered by endless waves, harvest for mote of water. All right, so we can grab that for the water. And then see, we have one over here. This is life. So if we click on this plant here, it'll say harvest for mote of life. So that's what we can do. We can grab the life plants. And then it looks like we might have another water over here. We have this one here. There's just life, another life over here. Can't scroll out anymore. This is about as far as we can scroll out at the moment, but it looks like mostly water and life here. I don't see shadow or fire or anything like that. So we might have to look. Boy, look at that. It's just totally engulfing this area. It's going crazy. So we'll claim that. Now open your inventory with E, craft aether, and craft salt. So we got to craft the aether here and get a couple salt. There we go. Claim that. And then these are, each time we do this, we're unlocking new recipes that we're able to do. And this here is our, like our recipes. So we have the reagents, and then we have the production, which we can do a simple collector or a grindstone. On the reagents, we can do salt, we can do the aether, and then we can do salt prisms. And later on, we'll be able, it says it must be harvested, but you get the mode of water, the mode of life, and the mode of earth. And then later on, we'll get artifice and logistics, and then there'll be different things we can do. And then these here are the different elements. So it looks like what we have about 6 different elements there. So it's quite a few right now. Right now, we currently have this mote of water, which can be ground into salt. And if we do this one, it can be ground into aether. So that is, you kind of want to keep a thought on that, you know, if you want to use those. So next, what we need to do is craft a simple collector. So what we're going to do here is going to go into production, and we want to just make one collector here. And there it is. It's down there already. Okay, great. And then it says cast a mana flare next to a simple collector to give it power. Okay. So let me see here. We got a nice open area up here. I think I could probably use that. There looks like there's some earth over here. So yeah, okay, there's an earth one. So right here, this might be a good spot for us to work with this. We're going to put this down here. Collectors must be placed in a moat field. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Let's run down here. I don't think I want to do water. I think I'm going to do life. So let's put that right here, and let's turn that around. There we go. All right. And then it says to cast a mana flare next to the collector. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be like right here might be a good spot. So let's put the mana flare right there. And then we want to craft a grindstone. Now you see when we hover over this, most of this area is blue out here, but there's one spot right here that's yellow. When we put down the grindstone, we want to put it down in that yellow area for us to for it to transfer stuff to it without us having to do it manually or through, you know, using our hands. So yeah, I'm going to stick that right there. Now this thing here is going to automatically transfer stuff to the grindstone. The grindstone's already working. So now we need to craft an infusion altar. All right, so next what we need to do is make this infusion altar. We're going to go into artifice here, and I see we got a pedestal, but we're going to need salt, prism, and a, let's see, what's it? Can be crafted in a grindstone. So I guess what we need to do is to grab some of that there. And then I should be able to craft this, right? Well, then I can make that pedestal anyways. But I need the infusion altar. The infusion altar requires me to have a salt prism, and oh, I need 3 pedestals. So if we look at this here, we can see that this water one takes turns into salt. So if we can find, oh, we got this water one up top here. What I'll do is I'm going to make, oh, I can't even make that, huh? Okay, I need some life. All right, let's summon some more life here so I can make the other stuff here. There we go. Now I'll make one of those. And then I'm going to need also a grindstone. So let's put that up here and stick that like right there. That looks all right. Get rid of that plant. Put this grindstone right here. And then I want to put down this right here. There we go. So now that's going to make salt. The other one is going to make that aether. And then we have to fuse aether and salt prism into an infusion altar. Okay. All right. So this one here is making our salt here. Now what we should be able to do is to go in here and we can make, see, it wanted us to make the 2. We need to make this. So we need one more these. There we go. So we got the 3, and then we just need some salt prisms. There we go. Now we can create one of those, the infusion altar. I'm thinking I want to just kind of stick this in the middle here between these 2 areas. Then we have to put up a mana flare on this. And so now what I want to do is I'm going to do this here, and I want to set up, actually I need one more of these. I need one more of those. What is that? Salt? So this should be salt up here. I'll grab some more salt. And then we're going to need a lot of these pedestals, so let's just put that down here. Now we want to put it in the kind of the blue area here. So let's see, can we put it there? Does it require power? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. Then we can put the other one right here. And so in this one here, we would put the aether, and then this one over here, we would put in that there. No, that's not what I wanted, huh? It's not that I want this. There we go. So we put the aether in the pyramid, the salt prism. There we go, and we ended up unlocking the research tree. So we want to go in the research tree. Here's the research tree. It goes out here quite a ways. There's all kinds of different directions you can go. You can see that it covers this whole area out here. So we have just this little tiny spot that we're working with. And right now I want to try to make this stuff as easy as possible. So it looks like right now we need to do salt and prism. Let's see, reagents. Let's get a couple more of those going. And then I'm going to need some of these here. So let's grab those and just have to do these beginning ones here by hand. I think we can do it like this here and then just put it in. There we go. And put another one in there and another one. That should be enough just to get things moving and grooving. That unlocked our simple logistics basic tool item here. This is the grappler, which also gives us the simple chest as well. So pretty sweet. Now what we want to do is use the simple grappler. I'm probably thinking, let me see, we want to do is we want to make a chest. And we also want to make the grappler. I'm going to put the chest and all that stuff over here. Let's put it on that side there so it's a little easier to work with. So right in the beginning, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make this like this here. No, I don't like that one. Let's pick that one up. Let's see if we can't turn that a little bit. Maybe like right there. That way I can put the little thing right there. And I'm going to put a box right here. And in this box here, I want to put the 50 there. And then see here, for us to make these, we need salt and that aether. So if I grab this aether down here and I grab this salt that's up here. All right, so let me see here. Let's make some of these prisms. And put those in there. And then I want to put this, the mana flare right here. And then when the mana flare starts getting low, you click on this and then you just hit it and you can fill it right up. So we want to do that like with these ones here, get those filled up. And same with this one. There we go. So now this is all pumping out pretty much by itself. I mean, it's kind of just doing its own thing. And then we unlock the next spot here, which allows us to do shifting slabs. So that's going to be huge for us. So let's get the shifting slabs. We'll continue making that. I want to do is, let's see if we go in here into logistics, and we can make the shifting slab. So it shows here that you can do either a freedom one, or you can just like make the little conveyor belt kind of go whichever way you want, or you can lock it and just have it go straight. So you know you can kind of go either way. So what I'm thinking I want to do here is let's pick up some of this stuff here, get this out of the way. And let's make a few more of those. And we can hit the R button to kind of move the direction that we want it to go. Okay, I want to bring a few more down here, just a little bit further. There we go. So we got that one there, and then we can do the same on this side here. I want to do is do that. That's probably good right there. Actually, no, we want to go one more in, and we get rid of that and that. All right, there we go. That's perfect. Then we want to put in one of these grabbers right here, and we want to put a grabber up here. See if I had that grabber over there, would that work better? There we go. Now we only have to use one. Can't really do it with this one here because the way it's positioned right there. So I'm just going to have to put in a another globe. So now these things are pretty much automatic. Actually, what am I doing? I think we're about done with this one, actually, because we can do this last one. That pretty much unlocks this whole line, which you can see down below that all we needed was a salt prism and an aether. Now, if we want to go this way here to Salt Sanctuary, it's going to cost us salt prisms, aether, shifting slabs, and the simple gripper. But if we go this way here, we can do salt prism, aether, and shifting slabs. I think that's going to be a little bit on the easier side. See, what does that cost? What do we need for that? Now we can go to here and we can go to reagents, and then didn't mean to do that. All right, so it takes salt and it takes aether. So we're going to have to take some of the aether from here, mix it with the salt, probably make it in the grindstone. And then probably two of these? Yeah, so we want to put one right here. And then we want to put one right here. Let's see. Is that going to reach? would reach if it was right there. If we take up this and this, I think what we can do is we can move this in here. So I think we can do it like that. And then let's see if we get rid of that, then we can move this in here. All right, so now these are making those salt prisms. But if we're making a salt prism, then we also need to be able to make the shifting slabs, which is the salt prism and salt. So let me see here. We got the salt. All right, so you shouldn't making pedestals. You should be making those shifting things. Oh, these grindstones don't make that. That's why. All right, so we need to make the table. There's a table here. Let me see. Productions. Yes, here it is. Tinkers. So we need the tinker one. That's the table we need, not this. And I want to put that table right here. And then in this table here, then we need the prisms and the salt. Just can't angle that one right. Maybe I need to move this. Let's see if I move that. Does that work if it's right there? Yeah, that looks like that'll work. All right, there we go. So now we are making the slabs, but now we need to put in another pestle out here. All right, then we just put those out there. There we go. At least 2 of them are being made. I guess we'll just have to hold on to one here until that gets kind of made up. Now this is going to make an underground thing, so that'll make it nice because then I'll be able to do the underground bit and be able to take this this ramp or this conveyor belt underneath the thing here. So we'll be able to we could take the stuff over here and then make it all automated. Now I wonder if I could have done that differently. Could I? No, because this thing is stuck on that side. Probably wouldn't work. Let's see. Once I get done with this one here, we can look a little bit closer at this and see if we can make this a little bit more streamlined. I mean, it's kind of all compiled up in here. It's kind of messy, but I don't know if we can make it a little bit better, a little bit more efficient. Oh, did something turn off? Oh, something must have turned off there. There we go. That's the only thing is you got to kind of keep your eyes on these little balls, making sure that they're all properly powered and everything, so you can keep them going. But I was thinking if salt is coming down from this way here, and we need salt right here, I was to pick this up here. What's this required? To make this one here is what? This salt and this aether. Oh, it used up it. Oh, okay. I didn't know that you could use them up. So I got to push this back a little bit. All right. And then we got to put this right there. And then we'll take this and we'll put this bad boy right over here. And then I should be able to put the mana flare right there. And that should be able to power all the machines. This one's somewhat getting used up here. We'll have to might need to move it a little bit. But right now, those are all working on just one. If we could make this one a little bit more streamlined. Almost need to have a second one because this grinder is not able to keep up on just doing these ones alone. So if we're doing this here, So this one has like 50 salt prisms in it. Wow. Okay. So let me see here. We have this, and then we have this with the salt prisms right here. Might be able to get rid of that. And if I put that right there, along with this right over here, like that. No, too close. Too close. Needs to go back to about here. That's too far away. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Well, it's okay. Maybe I can put that there. I'll take this one out. And then this one here, I'll just do this here. Okay, let's take that one out and we'll put one right there. That should power everything in that area. There we go. And then I just need to put a pedestal right here. And let's see if we can take, and then put this one right here. That way that powers that, and then that should work there, right? Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, good. And since I don't need that right there, I can put this one over here and that'll power both of those. There we go. Just to like do that one to unlock this next area here. So we are able, we got the underground thing. So we, but now it's all powering itself. It's doing its own thing. Things seem to be working. It really sucks away all this water up here, huh? So I guess I'll have to put this one back in here further. And then put the grindstone there. And then let's see here, put this right by here. Maybe like that right there. There we go. And now I want to take this up here. All right, cool. So that is working now. And I'm thinking that maybe what we might want to do is to set up another one of these. Okay, so that is working that. Now, am I able just to bring this one in? There we go. Now we get a little bit more of a double take right there. This one here just seems like it's really just going to town. This one here must have died. There we go. So now we got this little bit here. We are definitely, things are moving and grooving through here. It looks a little bit nicer, a little bit more organized, I guess. What is going on here? It looks like the salt is getting taken up too fast. I wonder if I could make... No, I can't do that. If I bring this down here... And then I bring this other one down this way. There we go. So now those should be kind of working on their own, doing their own thing, make things a little bit easier. I don't know why they're not able to keep up like this. Because these are here that's being pulled twice off of both of these. So There you go. Now they're starting to work. Really need to figure out how to make another prism one down here, because the prism one is the salt and the aether. Now, if we go to logistics here, you can see we have the underground one here, and we can put this one over here. So we only got a couple more to go before we get this elemental binder. So it says research elemental binder in the tree. So we'll do that here in 1 sec. There we go. And I guess what we might as well do is just continue on to extended flame, even though it's going to tell us to go a different direction. You see how now it just really opened up what we can do here. I mean, we can do all kinds of craziness. I think it's time to truly unleash the power I can gather from life. Solar power. Oh, that'd be nice. So we have elemental binder here. And so what it wants us to do is harness the abundance of energy and unstoppable growth locked within a single mote of life. Use an elemental binder to craft elemental life and then begin the tree of life research. So the tree of life research requires the salt prism and elemental life. But we could leave the other one still running and doing the salt prism and all that, and just make another one that goes a different direction. See, once we get this unlocked, then I guess what we can do is stop that and then just work on this other one. So we have salt prism and elemental life. So what does that take? What does that entail? So if we go to see the artifice, no, what is it going to be under? Oh, there it is. It's under production. So under production, it requires me to have a grindstone. Required ingredients is 1 grindstone and 6 salt. But that's weird because it says I can make 14 of these, but it says that I don't have any grindstones to make this. Okay, so for this one here, I think what we're going to do is we would set this out here. Let's look at this, see what this needs. So for me to get this elemental life requires me to get elemental life, and well, I need to get this mote of life, but I need salt. So let me see, what's this one here? This one is not making salt, but it does make the mote of life. So let's see if we can't clear out some of this stuff here. All right, so now that we cleared out some of that, we want to make this this collector. We just want to go put a simple collector down here. I'm going to put that there, and then I want to put down probably this here. All right, so on this one here, I want to put in this right there. And then let's put in these, this here. This is going to draw these things up. And then we want to put that in there to go into that. And then the other one is for us to do salt. Wow, we got like so much salt. Oh, it looks like we finished that one. So we got the extended flare, increases the duration of mana flare by 50%. That's huge. That's huge. So let's clear out some of this goodness here, and let's see if we can't put in another belt. I don't know if we need another belt or not. Might be able to just take it from right here and then have that scoot over to here. Okay, and then we're going to put one here, and I want to put one here, and then we're going to put a grabber right there. And there we are. We just made the thing of life. So we're making the elemental life, and the only other thing we have to do is the elemental life, and I forget what the other one was. Let's look to see here. Oh, salt prisms. And we'll need another pedestal in here. Oops, that's not what I want. I want one of those. There we go. And let's see. Let's get another gripper in here. Oh, I need a gripper over here. There we go. Now we're getting the prisms going. And then we got that. Oh, yeah. I got to put in a power unit up here, right? All right. That's looking great. And you can see that we are going 2 different directions here. I don't know. I don't think we need to do any more of the extended flare. We could technically stop that one. All right. Looks like that we finally unlocked that whole Tree of Life thing. So let's get that. Tree of Life research unlocked. Nice. And then the other one there is the mana bloom. So we got this one here. Nurture a source of power as enduring as the roots of life. So we get greenhouse, mana cultivator, and mana root. And then extends life power from nearby roots to a larger area. But I think that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody coming along and joining me on this episode. It's been super fun. Thanks for coming out. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.